For the longest time, I thought you were my forever. I thought losing you was the end of my story. But sometimes, the people we beg to stay are only meant to teach us something. And years later, I finally understand you weren't my forever. You were my lesson. You were my lesson. I used to curse the day you left, replay the words I should have said, spend every night inside my head, wishing we were us again. I carried heartbreak like a chain, dragging your memory through the rain, thinking you were what I lost, not knowing what the pain would cause. Because every tear I cried for you was building someone strong enough to move. You were a lesson disguised as a love I couldn't keep, a fire that burned through everything and woke something inside of me. You were a lesson I didn't understand back then, but looking at my life today, I'd go through it all again. Because the pain had a purpose. I found pieces of myself again, the dreams I left behind back then, the parts of me that disappeared while I was fighting all my fears. I stopped asking heaven why, stopped waiting for a second try, and somewhere in the letting go, I found a strength I didn't know. You broke my heart but not my soul, and somehow losing you made me whole. You were a lesson, not the ending that I feared. You were the storm that cleared the sky and helped me see things clear. You were a lesson, a chapter I was meant to read, the reason I became the man I was always meant to be. Because the pain had a purpose. Maybe we were never supposed to last. Maybe forever wasn't the point. Maybe the point was growth. Maybe the point was healing. Maybe the point was becoming someone who no longer needed saving. You were a lesson, and now I finally understand why every goodbye had to happen, why life had other plans. You were a lesson, and though it hurt to watch you leave, you gave me something greater. You gave me back to me, and for that, I'll always be grateful. Some people come into your life to stay. Others come to change you. And sometimes, the ones who leave behind the greatest gift of all, the person you become. You were my lesson. I used to curse the day you left, replay the words I should have said, spend every night inside my head, wishing we were us again. I carried heartbreak like a chain, dragging your memory through the rain, thinking you were what I lost, not knowing what the pain would cost. Because every tear I cried for you was building someone strong enough to move. You were a lesson disguised as a love I couldn't keep, a fire that burned through everything and woke something inside of a purpose. I found pieces of myself again, the dreams I left behind back then, the parts of me that disappeared while I was fighting all my fears. I stopped asking heaven why, stopped waiting for a second try, and somewhere in the letting go, I found a strength I didn't know. You broke my heart but not my soul, and somehow losing you made me whole. You were a lesson, not the ending that I feared. You were the storm that cleared the sky and helped me see things clear. You were a lesson, a chapter I was meant to read, the reason I became the man I was always meant to be, because the pain had a purpose. Maybe we were never supposed to last. Maybe forever wasn't the point. Maybe the point was growth. Maybe the point was healing. Maybe the point was becoming someone who no longer needed saving. You were a lesson, and now I finally understand why every goodbye had to happen, why life had other plans. You were a lesson, and though it hurt to watch you leave, you gave me something greater. You gave me back to me, and for that I'll always be grateful.